All right, YouTube, today what we're talking about is we're going to be talking about structure, a little bit more of trapping. I did a video with Clint Cloys and Sean McGuire of Naptown Wing Chun and Indianapolis Wing Chun a couple of years ago, and we talked about structure. And I'm also going to include a back fist today and why I think that the back fist is not, it does not work with structure, okay? The Jeet Kune Do back fist. I've been watching a lot of videos lately, and we talk about reference point, and we have this both in Wing Chun and JKD. Reference point, Kyu Sao, Choi Sao, whatever school it is. What the Jeet Kune Do entry is, I'm going to clear this with a pak, I'm going to back fist, and I strike. All right, so in speed it's, right, I'm here. All right, that's the Bruce Lee back fist. Okay, JKD schools will go high, low, or they'll go low, high, whatnot. Matt has the double pak sao entry is Matt's option to, when I pak and back fist, he stops it with his other hand. Then I clear and hit again. So what you see in the JKD school is strong side lead forward, I clear and hit, clear again. And there's the whole physics behind the fact that whipping that hit out is going to increase the amount of damage, like snapping a towel. Here's what we don't do in Wing Chun. The idea behind this is to come to a mutual understanding of a bridge, all right? Unlike sparring and unlike Chi Sao, you know, we start in a mutual agreement, all right? Same thing. So I got a barrier between here and his center line. All right, when Mike Van Beek came into the video with me, you saw us doing the bong lock drill, and you saw Mike, you know, pulling and showing violence and whatnot, which is great. And when you're in application, you have to understand that. But when you start the idea of training, it's just like getting in a car and telling somebody, all right, I want you to go on, you know, I-90 in Illinois, and you've never driven a day in your life. Well, I want somebody going to driver's ed school first, understanding the rules of the road, understanding how to sit there and feel the car. You know, if you have a gear shifter, you know, manual shift, you want to be able to feel the shift. So I'm going to feel me first. I have point A and point B in the Kyu Sao, Choi Sao, wrist to wrist. I want that center. This is just an obstruction. When I stand lead side strong and I clear this line, all I do is clear this a little bit to back fist, structure goes out the window. His structure is just, it's pressure, all right? If Matt stops me here, Matt's idea of pressure is to affect my balance, affect my core. Just like a building, a skyscraper that takes pressure and distributes it down to the ground. Just like those hooks that you hang heavier pitchers on that are designed to take the weight of the pitcher, put it back into the wall, and the wall takes the pressure. The same idea. We're not talking about striking here. Just because you're a good boxer doesn't mean you can take a wrestler. Just because you're a good wrestler doesn't mean you can take a boxer. They're two different animals. This is pressure. And again, for pressure, if you want good series on pressure, Jin Young is redoing some series. And go to his YouTube channel. He's talking about the physics of pressure. He's talking about the aviation and the geometry of pressure and the more proven scientific of it. I'm talking about how it affects your body. If I stand lead to lead and I come straight into a man who's got all his tools on the same side, I'm at the disadvantage because I clear and he's got the center line. Okay? And it's fact. Two objects occupy the same space at the same time. The shortest distance between two points is a straight line. He's going to get there faster. And he's not going to, you know, Wing Chun, we don't fuck around with a punch or with a pak. So if Matt pocks my hit, it's stupid for him to do. Matt feels pressure lost, he needs to hit. Okay? So this is the problem with standing with a bladed stance. When we stand in Wing Chun and we back fist from a squared stance or a weak side lead with a strong side lead, you still lose that pressure because as Matt gives me pressure in, it affects my joints. You can see that I'm coming off my heel or off my toe. I can't feel this hip, and all the weight is on my back leg. This pressure now is being compensated by my structure. Again, you know, I've been talking about Bruce Lee and Jesse Glover not understanding the concept of structure. Structure is taking pressure in. In Wing Chun, we simply clear a line to hit. So when Matt gives me pressure in, the structure now takes all the pressure. Do pressure in, but now my body takes the structure. Once I keep that constant pressure in, right there, hold it there. Once I deviate that up a little bit, I lose that pressure because I violated my structure. Structure is not your hands. It is your frame taking pressure in. So in Wing Chun, with the Kyu Sao, Choi Sao, wrist to wrist, we hit comes straight in. So you're always on line. There is no need to go 1, 2. If I clear and hit one, I'm already there. I'm close there. It's just an idea. Does that mean it's going to work in a fight? I personally don't see any value in a back fist because of the structural line. We have Faksao in Wing Chun, but it is not an arcing movement. It is a coming straight forward movement, just like a strike. So if I'm in here with Matt and I Faksao, it's still coming straight in. Same thing applies with the bong lock drill. You see a lot of guys on YouTube, and we're going to try to do this incorrectly because we can't. Matt will go and I'll back fist him, and you see a lot of this, and you know they have no idea. We can't even do it wrong. What we are doing with the bong lock drill is we're maintaining center line. We're keeping all of our tools squared up. Okay, both of my weapons are the same length. Both of the weapons of Matt's are the same length. And you can see, okay, my weapon's the same length as Matt. Matt's going to put pressure on my wrist, which tells me to put my bong cell up and into him and to guard my center. Sometimes we shift, sometimes we don't. I'm going to take Matt's hand and I'm going to give him pressure, which tells him come up. I am learning right away that I've lost center line. I've got to dominate that center line right away. I don't retreat back, and I take that movement. Our bong lock drill is tight. And I've got to feel how it takes my structure. And I want Matt's pressure. Okay? I don't stay on contact like some schools do go, and you stay on contact, because it's not about sticking to the arms, it's about sticking to your center. Okay, so these are some lost fundamentals when it comes down to doing the drills properly, and what you guys really should understand when you're doing them. So it's not meant to offend JKD, it's meant to sit there and make you guys think maybe you should go back and reevaluate Wing Chun, because there's a lot of steps that you don't learn. And there's a lot of steps that you don't have in your arsenal, so that all when you have, you know, the realism of, I'm going to lock him and give him crazy energy and whatnot, you're not giving your partner a chance to understand. So once he gets that, he goes, okay, I'm getting thrown all over the place, I want to link up, I want to understand pressure so that I can take it anywhere. No, I can take pressure in and out. And I have a nice, tight center line. Okay? Back to Q-sound, I don't back fist, because look where Wing Chun's got to straight in. I take Q-sound, straight in all the time. We always go straight in. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. It's just the concept of structure and why I don't think the back fist is a valuable tool. See you in the next video.